They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Throwing on first down is Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Allen. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. Allen. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great. Analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
On first down, Allen. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Bengals. Chase Claypool, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Allen going to throw. He's going to take another shot here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. There he goes again. Touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals continue to pull away here in this first half. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. On play action, Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this out past the 25. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. It's Hayes. There he goes left side. Off to the races. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so.
The Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. Allen now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think
the slot man in motion right. And they'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hayes. Now he's loose again. Touchdown. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. 74 yards. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Allen will try to throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool.
Touchdown! A great play there. 36 yards.
And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a two-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams? In this case,
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A great effort there. Managing to stay in bounds. And the Bengals are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. To the sideline and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
And he is going to have the first down. And that might not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they should be able to run it down from here.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Bengals,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With these big frowns, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get tough, but put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose up, but truly you suck. Gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children.